Hello, everyone. Lovely to be with you. To be with you as myself. So we can invite ourselves to this recognition, the real recognition of one reality, one consciousness, indivisible, which is love. Not a certain sentiment or a certain feeling, but our true self, this effortless being. So we sort of relax and surrender without any doing, a sort of falling back into being, trusting being, being nourished by the source, which is what we are. We invite the mind to not knowing. It's okay to be a newborn mind every instant, without history, without the old conditioning about defending, protecting, justifying oneself, seeking something else, which creates this inner division within us, which is not useful, serves no purpose. It is much easier to simply be, which is not a doing, it's more of a noticing without knowing what is being noticed, and yet trusting this noticing. This formless noticing. In time, the mind relaxes and somehow trusts this nominal noticing. The mind is pacified. The body relaxes in its true form, which is formless, borderless, transparent body. Sooner or later, we come face to face with the inevitable. What is it? What is it that is truly inevitable? There is that which is absolute. We all know it to various extents. We have an inner inkling about that which is unborn, about that which is causeless. And in the phenomenal realm, we all know that death is inevitable. Most often, it seems to be a dreadful thing because we are wired for survival. The body mind is wired for survival and procreation. So there is this wiring within the body mind to figure its way in the face of danger to survive. But that is just the body mind instrument. And we all know that the charge in this battery will sooner or later end. Can we learn about death right now? Not by thinking about it, but by dying right now. So we can be free of the mind impressions, which mostly are attached to the corpse. Your body is a corpse. We're all wise about how to keep the body healthy and safe. But what about dying? Exploring dying. You can ask yourself, what is it that dies? The body dies. All your stories, all your attachments, all your cherished memories, your cherished paraphernalia, your talents, everything you've accumulated, all of that dies. Is this your mission to accumulate stuff only to let it go? Because you know very well there's nothing you can take with you. Your beautiful house, beautiful poetry you write. All of that slips through your fingers. So there is no need to hold on. Like musical notes, they serve their purpose in the symphony. And once they serve their purpose, boom, they're done, they're gone. Everything that you cherish serves its purpose in the moment, and then it's gone. That's the nature of things in this waking dream. But when you contemplate what is it that dies, you may come upon that which is formless, that which is unborn, that which is not subject to conditions, that which is nominal, the reality of consciousness, of being, of awareness, what you truly are. The self, Atman, the Godhead, Satchitananda, being, the Absolute. So you can be free in this moment, free from the belief in a phenomenal reality, free from the belief in your material existence, free from the belief in limitation, the sense of separation. So you can celebrate and enjoy and live and share the wisdom, the freedom, the joy, the love, the beauty. Every moment, every instant, the body-mind dies and is reborn. Time appears to you in the mind, in the realm of thoughts and memories. But you can invite yourself every moment to complete letting go, complete abandonment. Whatever life presents you, you can use it to let go, to celebrate your freedom from. So rather than keeping death in the background, bring it to the foreground. Remember, it's nothing which is phenomenal, which is permanent. Everything disappears, everything phenomenal, and there is no loss. There is no loss when there is the understanding that it all belongs to God, and that nothing actually disappears. It only seems to appear and disappear. There is a celebration in life, the creative aspect, our talents. So beautiful. Some of us are artists, other musicians, some are philosophers. It's the play of God, the play of consciousness. Nothing is actually happening to you. And as you let go of everything you hold on to, you find yourself face to face with death. This complete freedom. Nothing in the way. And the death of your beliefs, all of the notions that you cherish, which are empty, insignificant. You give them importance, but they have no importance. Your body is dying, whether you like it or not. So, what importance your beliefs and your goodies, what importance do they have? None whatsoever. Only your kindness, your gentle way, your contemplation, living the love. That is very beautiful. Because in living the love, you're not a person. You are love itself, living itself, expressing itself, touching everything, everyone. And that's very beautiful for everybody. And the more you love, the more you are love. So be available. Be available to your death. Knowing that you never die, but be fully available. Don't hold back. Step into it, step into the light. We are all dead already. And yet here we are. What is it? What is it that is when the mind is completely still and silent? Any questions? Hello, Philomene.
Hello, Magdi. This was beautiful. I want to say only that I hope that I can die so on this way. So every day. So yes, very beautiful. So it's it is said dying before you die, and then you will not die anymore. Huh?
No. No. Every moment, every instant that you are in complete surrender, you are on the right path.
Yeah.
You just be completely absent, present, and yet absent. To be completely not knowing. Like a newborn baby, every moment, newborn. Yes. It gets deeper and deeper as you turn your attention in that direction, in the direction of complete letting go. It's deeper and deeper, more and more subtle. And there is a trust in letting go. We are habituated to hold on. But there is understanding that there is nothing that's separate from yourself. There is nothing apart from you. There is nothing apart from consciousness. This understanding heals you and helps you in more and more purity of being with that history, with that personal intention. So the knowingness that all is well, and that there is no separate entity in the entire cosmos. This revelation restores order. You are that formless reality, which is beyond birth and death. The mind is habituated to concern itself about the life and the death of the body. But there is a higher understanding that reveals beyond the mind, beyond the life and death, the phenomenal realm, beyond the phenomenal realm.
I know this, but it's sometimes very difficult because of a very busy mind which I have. So is it the process that we can more and more stay in this situation?
The mind is your tool, is only a tool. It is not what you are.
Yeah, I know.
Busy mind is a tool. The problem is the infected mind, not the busy mind, the infected mind. The mind that is contaminated by the belief that I am Philomene. You are not Philomene. The body is Philomene. The car is a Toyota, Mercedes. So the mind can be busy, for example, to take care of work, take care of cooking, take care of cleaning, take care of relationships. But as the body ages, we have less and less things to do. When the young body is more active, older body has less to do, just to enjoy. So don't make a problem of the mind. It's not the problem. The problem is the belief in the mind. There is a belief in the mind that I am going to die, that I am the body mind, that I'm a woman. You are not the woman. The body is a female body. But you are, the reality which hears these words right now is not the female reality. Reality is not female or male. It's not 50 years old, 55 years old. Reality has no age. You are this reality. You are not an accident in the universe. You are not a byproduct of some chemical reactions. You are this awareness. You are this consciousness. You are this reality. You are this marvelous knowing. You say, you are the light of being. You are the wisdom. You are that. And that has no problems with the mind, with the world, with Of course, we take care of the world, we take care of the body, we take care of our house, we take care of our family. But that's insignificant. That's not what matters. We're talking about the understanding about the self, about your reality. So don't make a problem. There are no problems. There are only things that appear to you. But whatever appears to you is not a problem. The waves are not a problem for the ocean. If you take the gold and you make a ring out of it, it's not a problem for the gold. The gold is still the gold. If you melt the ring, the gold is still the gold. Nothing happens to your essence, to your reality. Do you understand?
How can we make sure that we don't forget it anymore? Because I don't know it for sure, but I hope so that I don't forget it anymore.
What do you mean you don't know it for sure? Don't you know?
I know it for sure.
Oh, you
This,
know it for sure. Yes, that you are the
this,
self, you are consciousness. You forget it. If you forget it, what does it mean to forget it? To forget it means I am the body mind. So sometimes, oh, what's happening to me? What's going to happen to me? Don't worry. The universe is going to remind you. It's going to remind you because you're interested. Whenever you forget, whenever you believe yourself to be philomene, to be a person, the universe will offer you a beautiful gift. It's called suffering. Suffering.
yeah. No.
This is a beautiful gift. So when there is suffering, you stop. You stop. You don't continue. You stop. You be silent. You be quiet inside. You look and you listen. What is going on? What am I believing myself to be? So if you forget, don't worry. You have the universe is helping you. Because you already love the truth. And so whenever you are going to assume yourself to be somebody, you're going to experience misery, depression, fear, anxiety. And then you are going to struggle to get rid of the anxiety. You will not succeed to get rid of the anxiety by struggling against it. You have to stop and pause and take a look. What is going on here? What is the direction that I've taken inside? What belief structure did I download? Right now, I've downloaded the belief structure that I'm going to die. Oh my God. Meaning, I am the body. This is what I've downloaded. Is I am the body. Then you will experience I am the body, and you will experience you are going to die. And this is very unhappy. This is an inner belief. So the inner belief is maintained by you. It's not an accident that's happening to you. You have a habit of I am the body, a habit. But you also have the wisdom. You have the wisdom, which is bigger than the habit.
Yeah.
The wisdom is I am consciousness. I am this invisible awareness. You see, you have that already. You have that understanding. So use this understanding. Use it to release you from I am the body, I am the body, I am the body, I am somebody. You are not the body. It's just a mental structure with a feeling structure that it's just colors on the screen, images on the screen of awareness. on the screen of consciousness, you see. So don't run away from the images on the screen, because there is nowhere for you to go. Instead, notice the screen, turn your attention to the screen, ask yourself, what is going on here? What is it that's going to die? What is it that is aging? It's the body. Am I the body? No. Why do you want to hold on to the body? The mother holds on to the baby when the baby is young. She carries the baby. After 1 year, 2 years, she tells the baby, go play, leave me alone, go play. Of course, she loves the baby, but then when 12 and 14, 15, why do you want to hold on to the body? It's a skeleton. It only serves one purpose, one main purpose, which is to contemplate the truth. Of course, there are other purposes like celebration and creativity, etc. But the main purpose of the body is to awaken. You use the body-mind to awaken, right? I mean, what? You're going to eat and you go to the bathroom, you eat. What's the point? It's like we want to live 60 years, then, now one lives 70 years, now we only live 80 years, 90 years, 100 years, 120 years. What's the point? It's insignificant, right?
Yeah.
But then you have the understanding that I is this invisible, formless self, which is neither male nor female. It's not located. It has no location. It has no edges, no borders, no beginning, no ending. Yes? Yes?
Yeah, the exercise you gave me, it's the consciousness to be bigger, bigger than the room and the city, and so it helps a lot. But I
Yes.
don't go further than the earth, so
Yes.
then it stops.
Oh, the entire universe appears within awareness, within you. Your body is a cosmic body, is an infinite body. As the body has no edges, because you are not separate from the universe. Your true body is the universe. Right?
Yeah, I know that. Okay. Very beautiful.
You cannot exist, your body cannot exist outside of the universe. It's intimately connected. It's one reality. One reality.
So, what a relief.
Yes.
Relief.
Notice that everything appears to you. You do not appear.
Yeah.
Everything appears. Like right now, you're hearing these words. The hearing is appearing within you. You follow?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
The words can stop, but you don't end.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
The world, body, mind can stop, but you don't end.
I know, yeah.
Anyways.
So beautiful. So thank you so much.
Yes.
Yeah.
Remain open and available for this understanding. It is definitely blooming within you.
So much love feeling.
All is well. All is well. All is
Well, thank you so much.
well. Hello, Charles.
Hi, Magdi.
Yes.
Just a follow-up on that. is there any significance at all to the body-mind dying before the understanding is embodied? In other words, people don't just kill themselves, right? So the idea is you want to keep growing towards this understanding. What happens if you don't get the understanding and you perish? Obviously, the body-mind perishes. Is there any significance to that at all, or is it just the one and that's a dream character that's gone?
Well, for a particular body-mind, there is a particular set of experiences, particular thoughts, particular relationships, particular events. It's a very particular body. The body-mind Magdi, the body-mind Charles have their own particular. The images on the screen are different, but there's still images on the screen. So what happens when the body-mind Charles or the body-mind Magdi ends? You said before the understanding about consciousness. Before or after the understanding, who cares? What happens to the body-mind Magdi when the body-mind ends? Oh, this particular body-mind ends. This particular set of stories, of memories, of accumulations, and I love almond butter, or I love strawberry ice cream more than chocolate ice cream. All of that ends. I have 50 friends and they call me every day and I've got my bank account. All of that ends. What's the significance of that when it comes to consciousness? Nothing. What happens to the ocean when one wave ends? Nothing. In fact, the wave has always been the ocean, whether it knows it or not. So where does the wave return to? It returns to the ocean. Yeah, it returns to the ocean. So here we are, the wave. We are a wave in the ocean. What's going to happen to this wave when the wave returns to the ocean? Well, the wave ends. Does it mean anything for the ocean? Nothing. Is the ocean diminished if the wave ends? No. Is it augmented when a new wave arises? No. It's the same ocean. Now, having said that, obviously, something has happened in your body-mind. You have been visited by an unexpected understanding. You are living your life, working, making money, taking care of your body, taking care of your house, taking care of your things. And somehow a message came to you. Telling you, well, what is reality? So this message that came to you is a significant message. It caught your attention. What am I? What is death? What is life? What is it that doesn't come and go? These questions came to you, and somehow they appeal to you. These questions appeal to you. You find yourself interested in this question. So you right now in the body-mind Charles, in the body-mind Magdi, there is this interest in exploring this question. And as we explore this question, there is something that happens. The wave is still the wave, but there is something that happens within the wave. It's as if The wave is smiling. It's something it's hard to explain. It is significant. Obviously, it is significant because we both know it is significant. Sometimes we say that this is when you are no longer subject to any conditions. I can only speak, my experience is that of course there's complete end of fear, and you're no longer subject to the mind at large. You're no longer subject to is complete freedom. So you can go wherever you want. Choose your path, choose your... This human realm is a teeny tiny drop in the bucket. There are infinite possibilities. The human body-mind realm is like a... there are these... I don't know what the technical name of these these balls that spin in all directions. There's like an axis, but even the axis moves. Maybe gyroscope. Yeah, thank you. So the human experience is like a gyroscope. So it's still, it remains within the realm, the rotational, the various, there are many different ways it rotates, but it's still limited to certain laws. But there is a freedom from these laws. There is beyond the gyroscope. But what happens to a particular body-mind if the identity, as long as the identity remains, the personal identity remains, even to the point of death. If the personal identity remains, the personal identity remains. You can see it around you. You can see it around you in the society at large. There is no shortage of personal identity, right? It's very prevalent. So this is your answer to your question. It's ongoing. It is ongoing, but it's only ongoing in this realm, in the realm of mind. But in the realm of your mind, this can be ongoing because of whenever you have the experience of the personal self, then in your mind it's ongoing. But there is a possibility, a certain possibility, a certainty actually, but a possibility in as well for that to end, or the personal impression to end. You see, so the personal impression is ongoing. Ignorance is ongoing. It's still a game that's being played. But that's not the only game in town. There is a beyond ignorance. I'm not sure if what I'm saying makes sense to you in terms of...
It's profound. I'm feeling it. What you're saying is profound to the point where I get this rising feeling, because I can sort of glimpse maybe what you're pointing towards.
Right. Okay. So,
but you mentioned that we should, our purpose for being here, body, my purpose is to contemplate the truth and to realize this understanding. And I don't get into past and future lives, but in many traditions, they talk about this sort of ongoing impulse, being reborn and all this thing, meaning that there's some sort of stream that continues in some way if you don't become enlightened, if you want to put it that way, or you don't fully realize this understanding in this incarnation of the body mind. Is this something that speaks at all to what your understanding is, that just all in the mind, and the thing you're talking about, of course, is much greater?
You could, from a certain perspective, you could look at the history of mankind in terms of its how prevalent within the human tribe wisdom was honored and wisdom was venerated. And you can, if you have a cosmic view, determine that there is a certain movement, a certain pattern to the human tribe going deeper into ignorance and then rising out of ignorance. I would say that there could be an argument made for that there is a certain pattern. But any pattern that you will find will be the result of taking a look at a certain segment of humanity, maybe in the past 50,000 years or 500,000 years. But 50,000 years or 500,000 years in relation to eternity is a drop in the bucket. So even if you determine that there is a certain ebb and flow, you are still looking microscopically at the entire realm. You're only looking at the microscopic aspect of the entire realm. So therefore, if you're open to the logic that I'm presenting, I would not be holding on too tightly to any conclusion that one would make about the pattern, the ebb and flow of ignorance and wisdom by looking at 50,000 or 500,000 years. I hope I expressed myself clearly. Did you understand what I'm saying? Because
Yes.
it's abstract. Okay. Now, having said that, I just want to make a comment that all what I've said up to now about in relation to your question is completely in the relative sense. It's still in the phenomenal sense. It's still in the realm of mind.
Yeah.
And of course, what we explore here in our meetings is not the realm of mind. We explore the going beyond the gravitational field. Okay, we talk about beyond gravity. Okay, as a metaphor. What matters is your role, how you live the messages that are coming to you and the information that's coming to you, how you explore it, how you live it, how you utilize it, how deep you go into it, how far you go with it. Because that's where the rubber hits the road. That's really what's being presented on deck, for you. So it is your contemplation. And so, of course, we're together in these meetings and we encourage each other to come to the understanding about the formless reality, the reality, that which is not of the mind, that which is not subject to human conditions, that which is not subject to birth and death. So in terms of dying before the body dies, there is a death before the death of the body, which becomes clear to you in a certainty once there is like a boat is held by a rope, a thick rope, and the threads, there are like 1,000 threads in the rope, but threads are popping one after the other, and now there are 500 threads, and it's thinning out. Then there's 20 threads, and at some point there is just one thread, and that thread, gives and there is no return. You can not put the rope back together, you see. So there is a death before the death of the body, which is the death of the sages. The sages speak about. They speak about the unborn, because in that death, what is revealed is the eternity of being. The eternity of being is revealed fundamentally. Now, what matters is that your interest is in truth, and that this interest is impersonal. It's not about you, your personal salvation. It's an impersonal desire to go as far as you can, as deep as you can, all the way in your exploration and study and understanding about your true nature, which is the true nature of the cosmos, which is the only true nature there is, the only self there is.
Thank you. I suppose if I die of a heart attack prior to that, it's of no real matter, because it's all about understanding.
The body dies of a heart attack right now. There is no gain and no loss. All is well. The God's message to you is being available, being presented to everybody equally. There's nothing special about you, and yet you are ultimately special, absolutely special. So your body doesn't belong to Charles. The body is Charles. It belongs to the cosmos. It belongs to the universe. You are the universe contemplating itself. Don't be so concerned about the body dropping or not dropping. Let it be. Just be concerned about the contemplation of the self. Don't give the body a thought. Of course, take care of the body, feed the body, etc., but don't give it any, not much more than that.
Thank you so much.
Okay, Charles. Any questions?
Hi, Magdi.
Mark, hello, Mark.
Hi. Hello. I don't know if I have a question. This was very helpful, liberating satsang for me. I've noticed that on this topic lately, for probably a few months now, the cycle of being lost in the false identity and then coming back to being aware. And then when I come back to being aware, the thought comes in, I'm already dead. It keeps coming. That's come up a lot lately. I'm already dead. But it was a little bit on the bleak side until this satsang today, because now the awareness is broader than that. You've been very helpful, and I'm open to whatever thoughts you might want to add. But so it's how do I say this? So now there's the awareness that there's both of these conditions, a little brighter. It's a little brighter awareness that as it's observed that a cycle of going into being caught up in events and activities, watching the kaleidoscope of samsara or whatever it is, Maya, watching things go by and watching the impermanence of things, and then knowing that there's something that is permanent. There's something that's been observing, that's aware of all this. And now, when I was telling myself, well, I'm already dead, there's some truth to that, but it's not. I guess my understanding of death has grown a bit in this satsang conversation, and it's feeling grateful for that. That's all I was going to say. But if I'm happy to hear if you have anything intuitively popping up, or any corrections.
Okay. So there is, in the relative realm, there is life and death. But at that level of mind. But yes, the body-mind mark is still alive. But then you say, I'm already dead. So you're talking about a different realm, a different level, yes? So at that level that you're talking about, where you are dead, is good. But there is a death and a rebirth at that level. There is death, rebirth. It's not just I'm dead. Yes, I am dead, but there is a rebirth. A birth or rebirth, a way of speaking. That awareness is awake. It's always awake. You are dead awake. You are dead awake. You are awake dead. Yes, you are present, absent. You're absent, present. You say present, absence, absent, presence. Yes? So now that you're dead, good riddance, remain awake. Realize awakeness. Welcome awakeness. Live this awakeness without dropping back into the mind at that level, at the level that you are speaking, and the level that you are hearing. Be awake, remain awake. Without stories, without narratives, without history, without just boom, awake. This is when the words, the Buddhist words, ordinary mind is extraordinary, get their significance. This ordinary mind, awake, is extraordinary. This ordinary mind, free from the cycle of birth and death.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Good to see you. Any questions? Okay. Very lovely to be with you all. Hola, Jenny. Glenn. Charles. Mark. Esther. Philomene. Holger. Brian. Frank. Lynn. Anand. George, nice goatee. I like it. I like that. Looking good. Richard. Holly. Ellen. Gita. And Maribel. Thank you all.
Thank you, Magdi.